Alright guys, how you doing? This is Robo. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to play a little bit of Tekken Tag tournament. I'm actually kind of excited because I haven't played this game in about 10, 12 years. Definitely high school, around the high school era for me, probably senior year. And yeah, this is part of my training for a charity event that's coming up. 48 hours of gaming goodness, so it's for a good cause. I'm a little rusty here. I haven't played this game in a long time, as I just mentioned. But another contributing factor to the rust here is the fact that, yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, not a bad way to start off. Get him with the Frankensteiner. Basically, one of the contributing factors to why I'm not doing as well as I feel I should be is because I've been playing through Tekken 6 for quite a while now, like since it came out like last year, and while I've been sticking with the franchise and I've played all the games as they've been released, they've actually switched some of the button combinations and altered a few things for the moves list, as they progress through the storyline. So to execute a certain combo for, like, say my guy King here, I would use a completely different button combination for Tekken 6 that I would for Tekken Tag, and in some cases King in Tekken Tag does not have certain moves that he has in Tekken 6 naturally. So yeah, I'm sitting here trying to pull off moves that this character at this stage in the series can't even perform yet. So, but the stagger kick he still has, and that's a very effective move. I've played against a lot of people in tournaments and just casually, and they hate that move because it has such a crippling effect. But yeah, I love the Tekken series. I really do. This is one of my favorite fighting games. This is definitely one of my favorite, game series. One of my favorite game franchises. And it's just really awesome that I get the opportunity to revisit this game after so long. These are my boys here, King and Armor King. Best damn characters in the entire franchise, hands down. Come here, June. Stagger kick, yeah, there we go. Come here, Kazuya, you cheap Vegeta knockoff. Really, who fights in a purple leisure suit anyway? I mean, you either gotta be really confident or you just have really bad fashion sense. But I wear a lot of Armani, so maybe I'm just, a snob. Now, I want to note that I really have a problem fighting against female characters in games like this, because even though I know it's just a game, here we go. Ooh yeah, power bomb. It's just a game, but I mean, I just have a problem with hitting women in general. I don't do it, it's just not something that I do. And even though it's a video game, I mean, it's just even just the image of a male, striking a female in such a way, it's a little unnerving to me, So I do have problems sometimes fighting female characters, in these games, but no, that's just me. Any ladies out there listening, I just want you to know this has nothing to do with believe me, I see men and women as equals, and in some ways women are kind of superior. So this isn't about me feeling that the male gender is superior to the female. It just has to do with the fact that it's just not right. It's not good manners. But this bastard, well, not her, the other guy, I have no qualms whatsoever in beating his face into the ground. A little aggression, because I kind of got tired of how Jin Kazama was he was introduced in the third game in the Tekken series, and he just kind of completely takes over. He's become like the Ryu of the Tekken series, and for those of you who don't know who Ryu is, check out the Street Fighter series. I mean, so many great characters in those franchises, and it's like Ryu is the poster child. He just kind of dominates the entire storyline, and the same thing with Jin. But I think all the fangirls, love Jin. He's such a pretty man, and ooh, the rippling stomach. Well, you know what? I have a rippling abs myself, and And to be honest with you, I could tear this guy apart in real life. That's because I'm not built like a 12-year-old schoolgirl. I'm built like a tank. Arm breaker. Yeah, see, that wouldn't happen to me, because I actually have muscles on my arms. So yeah, Tekken Tag. You know, it's the fourth installment in the Tekken series. It's not canonical to the official Tekken storyline. It was kind of like a supplemental game they just kind of threw out there. But hey, man, it's a lot of fun. It was originally available as an update kit, actually, for Tekken 3. There was also an arcade release prior to its port to the PlayStation 2. You know, now the arcade and the console versions operate in a similar capacity. But the arcade version ran on a 32-bit graphics engine, you know, like its predecessor, Tekken 3, which was released as an arcade title in 1997 and ported to the PlayStation or the PS1 in 1998. You know, the Tekken Tag arcade was actually launched in July of 1999, while the console port was released in mid-2000. So, the PlayStation 2 was classified as a 128-bit console. So yeah, the home port was definitely on steroids when compared to its arcade counterpart. You know, I mean, take a look at it. I mean, it's like, you know, the original arcade version of Tekken Tag ran on a 32-bit graphics engine, just like Tekken 3, which ran on the PlayStation 1, which was a 32-bit console. So yeah, naturally, when this thing made the move to the PlayStation 2, they definitely had to bump it up a bit. Tekken Tag was actually also the first Tekken title released for the PlayStation 2, and as such, it featured graphical and musical quality and capabilities that just completely crushed the competition at the time. I mean, there was nothing that even came remotely close. I mean, yeah, DOA 2 Hardcore came out, I think, around the same time. I think that was one of the launch titles. And DOA is a great gaming series, a great fighting series in its own right. But I don't know, man. I've been playing Tekken Tag, or not so much Tekken Tag, but I've been playing Tekken like since puberty, if not a little bit before. So I definitely have some emotional attachments to this game and this game franchise. So yeah, I'm a little biased towards the Tekken series. Now, I don't think it was one of the launch titles, but it was pretty damn near. I mean, it was released during PS2's initial wave of games, like during that first generation. So yeah, it was released pretty early on in the series. Tekken Tag is also notable for boasting the largest roster in the series, like the largest character roster in the series. 40 characters in total, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a lot of characters to boast there, and that's a feat that would not be matched until Tekken 6, which was like, you know, many years later. Of course, like, the trademark feature of this game is the tag team action, which was actually a totally new experience at the time. There hadn't been a Tekken, like, up to that point you had 3 Tekken games, and none of them had the tag feature at all. I mean, this was completely new. This was, it was just a remarkable feature. I always hated fighting this little girl because she's so small, and 90% of the time she like completely ducks and dodges, you know, most of my attacks, and it's just so aggravating. Now here's Eddie Gordo, and while he's a pretty cool character, I really like him. He's the most let's just say this, he's the most noob-friendly character in the entire series, because to play Eddie Gordo doesn't really require any particular skill. You basically move around and you mash buttons, and he flies around the air utilizing capoeira, like, you know, kicks and flips and maneuvers and things like that. You know. But I guess, ooh, there you go, another Frankensteiner.